I came across this meme and I thought I would make a video about it. It's called The Truth About Being Single. What people don't realize is that some people are single in this generation because they are healed, which makes them incompatible for trauma bonds. Unfortunately, trauma bonds is the template for a broken culture, and anyone who chooses peace over trauma will have difficulty in relationships because most people you meet are emotionally damaged in some way. Healed people seek euphoric bonds because those bonds create authenticity, and correction comes with that type of love. It's kind of like an oxymoron. 90% of the relationship marriages you see today are trauma bonds because they need better half to make them feel whole because they're both broken mentally, spiritually, or emotionally. Let that sink in. And so with that, I would say this. We're in the matrix timeline reality split. So there's a thing called the frequency gap, and it's real. It's when two people are on the same frequency, they share a mutual understanding, common interests, and similar values. Conversations flow effortlessly, and there is a deep sense of connection and alignment. Conversely, when frequencies are mismatched, interactions can feel jarring and disconnected. You may find yourself struggling to communicate or relate to the other person. Their words and actions might seem incomprehensible or even irrelevant. This mismatch can create a sense of annihilation, as if you're speaking different languages or living in entirely separate worlds. In such cases, it becomes increasingly difficult to maintain a meaningful relationship. The white noise represents the background static of miscommunication and misunderstandings. It's a sign that the connection is faltering, that the frequencies are not harmonizing. Over time, this dissonance can lead to a complete disconnection. The person who once occupied a significant space in your life begins to fade away. They become a ghost, not in the literal sense, but as a metaphor for someone who no longer shares your reality. They exist on a different wavelength, in another timeline and dimension where your paths no longer cross. This experience can be both unsettling and liberating. On one hand, it may feel disheartening to lose touch with someone who was once important to you. The gradual erosion of connection can evoke feelings of loneliness and loss. On the other hand, recognizing the frequency gap can also be a powerful moment of self-awareness. It can prompt you to seek out relationships that resonate more deeply with your current state of being. Understanding the frequency gap encourages us to be mindful of the energy we emit and the energy we allow into our lives. It highlights the importance of surrounding ourselves with people who uplift us, who share our vision and values, and who vibrate on a similar frequency. Those connections nurture our growth and well-being, creating a sense of harmony and mutual support. At the same time, it teaches us to let go gracefully when relationships no longer serve us. It's a reminder that it's okay to move on from connections that drain us or feel misaligned. By releasing these relationships, we make space for new ones that resonate more authentically with who we are and where we are headed. The frequency gap also applies to our goals, environments, and even thoughts. Aligning with frequencies that match our aspirations and true selves can lead to greater fulfillment and success. It's about tuning into the vibrations that enhance our lives and stepping away from those that create discord. In practice, this means paying attention to how you feel around certain people, places, and activities. Do they energize you or deplete you? Do they resonate with your core values and aspirations? By becoming attuned to these subtle cues, you can make more conscious choices about where and with whom you invest your energy with. Ultimately, the concept of the frequency gap is a call to authenticity. It's an invitation to align your life with your true frequency. To embrace connections and experiences that reflect your highest self. By doing so, you create a life that feels harmonious and true to who you are. So, the next time you feel that disconnection creeping in, remember the frequency gap. Acknowledge it as a natural part of your growth and evolution. Seek out those who vibrate on your frequency and let go of those who don't. In doing so, you honor your journey and create a more vibrant, resonant life. And with this, I say, we all need to have boundaries. We need to have standards, and we do need to have expectations, because we know who we are. We know the value we carry. We know what we put on the plate, what we put on the table. And so when there are people that we are connected to or invested in, and they're just not moving it up, they're not doing their work, they're not wanting to let go certain things, addictions, and whatever the case may be, if they just want to stay stagnant in that same reality and in the same environment with the same people, with the same relationships, with the same problems, it is time to back off. It is time to let go. They will not change, and they obviously don't care to. They have to care enough to want to do that, to want to change and make better choices. And if they're not, there's no point in hanging on, because you would just lower yourself to lower frequencies. Your energy would deplete, and your vibration will not be the same. And as for you, will start feeling just like them. Depression, sadness, and everything, because the energy would be depleted. So with that being said, I know it hurts and everything to let go, but sometimes it's a better thing to do. And with the matrix splits that we're going through right now, there's a lot of that going on. There's a lot. It's getting to where people just literally disappear. Literally. They just disappear. The people that you were connected with or speaking to online or whatever, and then suddenly they're just not there no more. They're gone. They have been put in a different timeline, a different reality, a different dimension. While the rest of us, we're going where we need to go. And there is nothing we can do. Either they go with us or they stay with the system. And we have nothing to do with that. We can't interfere with their journey. It is a universal law that we're not supposed to do that. We can't alter their journey or path in any way, shape, or form. All we can do is give them guidance and teachings and pinpoint the things that they're doing wrong in hopes that they would want to change it. And if they don't, well, they don't. You know, if they sit here threaten and, they're going to block you or let you go, or they go, well, go your way. Let them go. It is not our responsibility. We did what we can with them, and that's that. We move on to somebody else that needs us. We're not here to just stay stuck with one person all the time. We have to help as many as we can. Those that want it. And if they don't pick at it. They're just not ready. And some of them are signed up not to wake up at all. So, with that being said, do you.